And I bumped it. Hi, custom wood burning. And I bumped my camera with my actual head. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. We just wanted to make sure that we were on and that we weren't derailing anything by being late. Let me try to scoot this over just a little bit. Of course. I know. When Amy contacted me, I was like, "What are we doing? What do you want to do? What do you want from me?" Okay. And since she mentioned my mass meeks this morning, I figured I should bring some out and give people a little bit of a peek behind the curtain. This is nothing, but I figured we might as well. Maybe people might have questions about it or something based on what she mentioned. So let me make sure I have some listings in case people are in the mood to shop. Let's see. Okay, I do have all of those here. Okay. And then we're rating Karen. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you guys for being here. Do not remove the post. What is everybody doing? It's Monday. Are you having a traditional Monday? Is this your break from reality? I am happy to be your break from adulting work reality. Please tell me what you guys have been doing today. This is my break. I have it in my calendar as appointment for work. Are they? I have an hour block in my calendar that says appointment. So nobody tries to book me for a call or anything else. We'll see if people listen and still try to call in. I have my mouse here to send them to voicemail if that happens. So we're just going to do our best. Welcome in. I'm going to start the Givey because they'll be here any second. One Givey. Dun dun. Okay. Feel free to jump in there. It's for these two altered guest checks that are on the screen. I'll make sure that they stay on. Well, I will try to make sure that they stay on screen. Things tend to get covered up. Are you? Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. The variety, the range, people's styles, their pace, it's a lot to take in. Um, was my train yesterday? Was it Saturday? I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure which day that was. I think it was Saturday. Shoot, was it Friday? I don't know. The shipping already went out. So, yeah, on train days, it's always like, you're trying to be in the moment, and you're trying to soak it all in, and you're trying to take notes. Thank you for the raid. Thank you guys for coming in. Thank you, thank you. Welcome in, guys. Really quickly, thank you for the raid. Jump in the Gibby. It's for these two guest checks. I wanted to thank Lilac Bloom and Custom Wood Burning for continuing to put this train on. Heezy, thank you for asking me to join the Paper Crafters edition. We've got 15 minutes. Um, if you were in Hazy's show this morning, she mentioned that I like to mass make. I would normally never show you the madness behind what the volume of things that I make. But since she mentioned it, I thought it would be helpful. And I thought people might have questions. I'm happy to run things too. But I thought I'd just give you a quick peek. She's not incorrect. When I want to make a certain pocket style or a certain envelope style or even a certain journal style, it's not unusual for me to make anywhere from 10 to 50 of any given thing in an assortment of colors and an assortment of themes. I just like to have things ready. And then when I take a journal theme for a train or anything else or for a gift, I just rifle through my mass made things for coordinating colors and then I embellish almost everything together. So I do get the question a lot. I've received it a few times of like, how do you make so many different things at so many different times? But then when you put them all together in a creation that you're selling or you're giving away, how does your decorating and everything come across as consistent? How does it tie together? And so I thought I'd show you this one. This is one of my journal bases. This is a no-sew journal. Okay, I put this all together in one sitting. So the cover, the journal pages, it has some flaps, it has a few pockets and tucks. So I assembled this in one sitting. And then what I would do to tie all the pieces together is based on the color story, I would pick maybe 10 or 15 pockets and tags, put them all on my desk, and I would embellish them all at the same time. So you're using consistent lace, consistent florals, beading, all of that kind of thing. And that's what kind of brings it all together. Now, that's not to say that I would not take ready decorated things like this. Okay. It doesn't mean that I wouldn't take from my stack of ready decorated things in the right colors and use those to kind of start me off and then build around some already decorated pieces. So I hope that's helpful. I know some people, people have different feelings when it comes to bulk making and mass making. For me, it's all about when I'm going to sit down and make a project, I don't want to stop. I don't want to look up a pocket. I don't want to cut a tag. I do not want to make a cluster. Um, I want I want to just continue to flow. This helps me, right? So it's not that you save time making one pocket today versus making one pocket tomorrow. The amount of time it takes you to make that pocket is the same. For me, it's in the end result. It's in my ability to work on a project straight through or in 2 or 3 sittings without starting and stopping and starting and stopping. That's where my creativity dies. It goes to die in the search of what do I not have? I need this, I need that. If I can continue to just go, um, I'm much happier. So I just thought I'd show you kind of what this is. And these are the kinds of things you can get if you grab from the listings in my bin. This is my blue tub. This is neutrals. So I've got altered guest checks in the front, ruffles or page edges up here. Then I've got a giant selection of pockets, maybe 30 different styles of pockets, folded all in among here. Envelopes, I've got fold outs, I've got tucks, all of that kind of stuff. So that's just how it works. Oh, who won the Givey? I missed it. Shoot. Sold. Tammy, thank you, honey. I'm sorry. I missed it running. So you're going to get these two altered guest checks. They felt like summery to me. I mean, she looks like she's at the farmer's market. And she looks like if she was walking down the street, she would turn heads like, where are you going and what are you doing? And why are you so fabulous? Yeah, custom wood, at least, at least 30 pocket, tuck, folded, different styles. They all open differently, single sided, double sided, with 3 pockets in one pocket, 4 pockets in a pocket, it's all of that kind of thing. So when I put a journal together, I like to have a lot of variety in the way that the pieces move and the way they fold out. So I make a variety and then I don't have to wonder is the final journal going to be interesting, because there's no way that it can't be, because you're picking from such a wide kind of buffet of things, um, that you surprise yourself with the combinations that you come up with. Yes, it is Banksy vibes. You're totally right. Okay, so that's my spiel. If you have any questions, post them. Amy at Custom Wood Burning and Lilac Bloom will keep me on track. I have a few things to run just because we should, right? We should. Let me show you what I have. Let me get the guest checks. Of course, the one thing I didn't bring is the one thing that's on the screen. It's fine. My craft space is pretty small, so I can grab things now. So let me show you here. So the guest checks they're not embellished, okay? They're flat. They're meant to be used to make toppers or tags or tear them up for collage. They're all going to be background types, so they're not going to have people on them. Okay, these ones won't have people. I try to do the ones with people on them. I like you to pick them or see them because I know people, could have different feelings about an image. And so I don't want to stick you with one that I run in a mass auction. So if anybody likes this set, I'm going to run this one. I'm going to just do 10 seconds in case. Would you? It's a mess in here. Well, I shouldn't say that. Actually, mine's not messy. Mine's actually really good right now, but it can be a mess. It can be. Thank you, Stargazer. What a cute photo. I saw it flash. Let me grab my pen. Stargazer. I have another set here, and then if there's anything else you guys want me to show, okay, so you've got these, you got this one. These are all mixed color packs, okay? Ugh, they took me a while to figure out, Bobby. I think other people have the science down perfect, and I think that's why I don't make as many with people because centering them and sizing them is a little bit more brain power than I can handle on some days. Thank you, Stargazer. The background ones, I'm like, oh, they're pretty. They're gonna come out pretty no matter what, as long as your design is good. Let me see. I'll run one more and then I'll show you guys something else, unless there's anything from the auction you guys want to see. Okay, I've got this set. Hi, Lisa. Are you at work, honey? Are you playing hooky? Don't get in trouble now. So I say that my kid, okay, so I've got a 25-year-old who works at a local college here, and he lives by a Trader Joe's. And if you guys, please raise your hand if you guys are familiar with the craziness around Trader Joe's tote bags. So, oh, driving. Well, then don't type. What are you doing? So he frequently goes on the tote drop days and picks up the totes because his location's not very busy. And I'm like, don't get in trouble. Okay, I'm going to show you these journal toppers and we'll just talk about them for a quick second. Let me pin it. So I love to do journal toppers. I only have a couple left. I tend to sell these out pretty quickly. But what ends up happening is when I work on a journal of any type, I'll typically put a topper on. I usually pick the topper first. I know that's opposite of other people. I usually do the covers first, and what is going on the cover dictates almost everything that's going on in the journal. I know a lot of people do it the opposite. You do all the pages and then you kind of design a topper to go with it. Obviously, there's no right or wrong. It's just however your brain works, right? So this is one that I've got here. I've also got this one. I would probably create a tie so that she could come off. She could be removable and she would close your journal for you. So I'll run these for choice. If anybody wants to grab one of these, ooh, 10 seconds. Yeah, 10 seconds is fine. So I've got the angel with the blue wings on the blue background. And then I've got her in the pink dress. So either one of these, I'm sorry I don't have more. Darla, hi, honey. Which one do you want? Blue wings or pink dress? Pink. Okay, Darla's got this one. Let me put that there. Yeah, so the way I organize, this is the other question I get. How do I organize my supplies? When it comes to the papers, I organize my paper by type. So meaning paper of a certain weight. So regular paper for me, my regular makes are with 110 cardstock, not 110, 120 GSM. So that is about 70 or 80 pound cardstock or paper. It's not cardstock. So that is the lightest paper I use. And then I go up to 110, which is like 200 or 250 GSM, something like that. And then I sort it by whether or not it's printed single sided or double sided. So when I'm creating pockets or working on things, I look at it from, do I need single sided or double sided, and do I need lighter weight or do I need heavy weight? Goody, thank you, honey. You're getting this one. And that's how I grab them. I don't organize them by color or theme or anything else, just by paperweight. And that's what gives me the variety that I'm looking for when I'm creating things. It just means I just grab a stack of whatever's there. I try to make sure I have a decent color selection, but I really don't worry about it too much. And then I just go for, sitting down for a couple of hours and make 50 pockets. That's just kind of the way that I do it. So, does anyone want or is interested in a traveler's notebook? I have a couple of those. that I can show. And I have these note cards. Maybe these note cards would be easier to show because we only have a few more minutes. Oh, and we're going to go see Karen at Artistic Fusion. She has inspired me a lot. She's giving me a very direct talking to at least once about getting out of my own way and embracing my creativity. And that was exceptionally helpful. And it has really kind of catapulted my creativity. Show the notebook. Okay, here, let me show you one. Well, let me show you two of them. Okay, I've got a green one and a purple one. They're very similar. And so I'm really happy that we're reading Artistic Fusion. So these are traveler's notebooks. They can hold 4 signatures. They have 3 in there already. They've got the elastic, okay, here. And so you can change out the papers, fill them up, and then change them out. When you're done, you'll be able to reuse the cover. Here's the purple. So let me run and you can do choice, whichever one you like. Here, I did list them, didn't I? I didn't because I'm a ding dong. I'll run them under the journal covers. That's fine. We'll just do this here. But I do need to change the weight. Sorry. I thought I was good, but I wasn't. And now I'm floundering. Do you guys ever do that? Okay, hold on. Let me just change the weight really quick because that will get me in trouble. As you know how Whatnot is with the weights. Okay, here we go. I'm going to run them under covers, but you're going to have your choice of these here. Okay, here we go. Let me run just for 10 seconds and then we'll go see Karen. So I've got the green or the purple. Okay, they both come with 3 signatures, scrappy papers, digitals, coffee dye, tea dye paper. Thank you, Lilac. It's fine. It's a typical Monday around here. Thank you, Darla. Do you want the green or the purple? The green one. Okay, Darla's getting that one. Let's run the purple because it's here. And then we'll go see Karen. And I mean, be ready to download so much knowledge and inspiration from her. I don't know that anybody's ready. If you haven't experienced her, you're in for a treat. She's going to change your life, literally. Okay, thank you guys for being here. Hi, Everything Crafty. We are not going to be late. Let's raid Karen. Let me find her. Okay, raid. Artistic Fusion. Here she is. She already got 26 people in there. We're not even there yet. Sheesh. That should tell you something. Okay, hold on, guys.